Hey there, students. Just give me a little overview of the Daum equation editor that you're going to be using. And so, if you have an assignment such as something like this, where in this case you have to find the modulus between -2 or -2 plus 4i, or the area bounded between y equals x and y equals x squared. How is it that I collect your work in a meaningful way? And that's sometimes challenging for a teacher, especially since Google Docs does not have a very good equation editor. I'm not very satisfied with it at all. In fact, I'm going to click out of it here. But Daum equation editor sure does, and it's going to be pretty simple to use. You just go up and you search Daum equation editor. Uh, you're you're just going to click on that in the Chrome store, and it's just an extension that you're going to add to Chrome. And once you add that extension, you'll end up finding it. If you go to your upper right, that launcher, you can see I got different things here: screencast, Amatic. I'm using that right now. And then you have this, if I move up here, looks like I've got Daum equation editor. So I double click on that, open that guy. It's going to always have this plugin, allow for that content to be shown. I'm going to allow that. It's going to pop up. I'm going to move my face out of the way here a little bit. There we go. And I'm going to get rid of that. Don't need that. And yeah, so we're going to just do the first problem. We're going to show you how to do it. So it says find the modulus of -2 plus 4i. Remember, the modulus is the square root of a squared plus b squared. So if I go into my equation editor, I want the square root symbol. So I grab square root. And we're going to have two things we're squaring underneath there. So I'm going to put a squared and another thing. I'm going to, let's see, e to the x. So another thing that you're going to square there. Put a plus sign in between. And since the first one is negative, I'm going to put parentheses on that one. It's -2. If I flip back to my problem, I envision you guys working a lot of these out by hand and just writing your final answer like this. So -2 plus 4i. So if I go here, I do -2, and we're going to square that. Plus, and then 4 is my other value, and we're going to square that. So I need parentheses around the negative. Then just scroll over to the side, press equals, and enter. And then you're going to be able to put your next one in there. So the square root of -2 squared plus 4 squared is going to simplify to the square root of, let's see, -2 squared is going to give me 4. And 4 squared is going to be 16 equals. And then that's going to be the square root of 20. Move over the side and press equals. And the square root of 20, as you all know, reduces to 2 roots of 5. And that's my work right there. And so the last thing I want you to do is just type your name at the end, Kevin Gens. I don't care if you get caps or not. And if you press Control, Shift, and then the sign that sits above the number 6, it will allow you to actually copy and paste that. So you just select it. We go down and we copy that to our clipboard. We go over to our document, and I press Control V to paste it, and there it is. There's my work for that first problem. So pretty easy to be able to work through, be able to show your work. For your calculus folks, we have some different symbols that are going to come up, such as integrals. I want to show you how to do that. This is the area bounded between y equals x and y equals x squared. I go to my equation editor. I actually find it easier to just press the refresh screen to start over. So I want a new equation, just press the refresh screen. When I didn't refresh it before I tried to go back, I ended up giving me some problems. So we're going to grab an integral sign, and we're going to go down here. We want this one because we're going to have a definite integral, a top and a bottom bound. So x and x squared, they intersect at 0 and 1. You figured that out in your work already. We have the top minus bottom, so we have x minus x squared. So I grab that guy for x squared. X squared. And then obviously you're never going to forget dx, right? And there we have that. And that is in fact equal to, we're going to take that antiderivative. So you have x squared over 2. We need a fraction. So I'm going to put a fraction in here. And then I'm going to go x squared over 2 minus antiderivative of x squared is x cubed over 3. And we're going to evaluate it. And so we use that bar symbol. Here's kind of how I decided to do the bar symbol thing. I went into some options here to try to find, let's see if the fraction bar does it. Nope. I think I have to go all the way over to, it's good that I'm doing this. I forgot already. It's not as, oh yeah. No, that's a matrice option. Oh, where is it? Oh, sorry. It's just under the e to the x. It's your powers option. If you just go like that, you can go ahead and go inside here and put a bar. It's right above your enter screen, right there. So I go over there and I want to enter. Yep, there it is. It's right above your enter. It's that line, and you go to the top there and you put 1 and go down the bottom. Press 0. So you can see I'm struggling to get that spot. So if you just take your mouse even and click it, it's easier sometimes. Equals. Oh, I'm going to go on the outside there. Press equals. I'm still not on the outside. Equals. There we go. And we're going to plug in 1. And when we plug in 1, we get a half. 1 over 2. Minus 1 over 3. Which is equal to 1 half minus 1/3. You all know is 1/6. There you have it. Press enter, and my name, Kevin Gentz. It's my work. And then Control Shift and that key that sits above number 6, that will allow you to, we call it snippet. On the teachers, that's a tool that we use. Go over here, Control V to paste that, and there's your work. So I can see the top and bottom equation. I can see you set up the integral. And folks, if it's not perfect the way it looks, I understand. This is the best way for me to gather it. Otherwise, trying to take pictures of your camera and make it in PDF and whatnot, I just think that submitting this as a Google Doc with these images, I think, is our best option. So there's your little introduction to Daum equation editor. Hope it works out well for you. I'm confident it